What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Mark here with the Better Mark. Hope you guys are all getting your weekend started off in the right direction. And yesterday was no different. It's getting kind of into some weird territory. So cheers to everyone who tailed the picks yesterday, despite having a postponement of the Cubs game yesterday in that small slate. Able to cash a lot of tickets, and doubling down on the Rangers money line came through yet again. So cheers to all that. But today is a new day, so let's get some more picks out there for you guys. And I want to share with you guys this extremely huge weekend series kicking off where we got 15 games coming at you guys live. I'm going to break down each and every game, give you a lean, one side or another. I also do a lot of official plays, okay? We're going to start firing a little bit. All right, we've built up quite a bankroll since the start of the Major League season, and trick now is to stay disciplined, but more so it gives us a little bit of an opportunity to fire on a lot of things that you maybe not necessarily would play on a day-to-day basis. So there's going to be multiple ways to go at some things, but I'm going to give you guys my picks for today, what I'll be on, and leave you guys with some extras along the way as well. So before we get down into it, though, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe down below. Please do. Channel's growing very nicely. A testament to you guys. Thank you very much. Also, smash that like button. And I do want to tell you guys I apologize. Away from the office. We're visiting some family down in North Carolina. So this is where we're going to be in our hotel room. And this is the best I got for you for the weekend. So this is kind of what we're dealing with. So the sound may be a little bit off, but at least you don't have to hear me coughing and choking on my own mucus, because I have since woke up. I almost feel like a whole new person. Antibiotics are kicking in. So we're feeling great. Maybe even go play some golf this weekend. But that's kind of where we're at. A lot of good things happening too. NBA playoffs coming back full swing. We have NHL firing up. We have the huge slate within the MLB, as well as what we're looking into, a boxing match. If you guys are in that thing with the Haney fight tonight, that's one where I'll be laying down on that one as well. But let's get down in this MLB card, and then towards the end of this video, I'll give you guys my picks that I'll have for this 15-game slate. So let's get into it. And without further ado, I want to share with you guys what exactly I'm talking about. Let me pull up the screen here for y'all. This is what we're looking at. The first game on the card. This is OddsJam, by the way. If you guys haven't signed up, use my promo code, link down below. TBM is the promo code for 35% off your first month or annual plan. I use it on every one of my bets, and there's a lot of features within OddsJam that are premium features that within my videos and content I'm going to share with you guys along the way. But today I'm not going to get into too much of it, but we're going to look at the interface and allow you to find the best odds available. That's kind of the number one feature. But there's a lot of things within daily fantasy, arbitrage, positive EV, stuff like that, as well as bet tracking that OddsJam brings to the table of sports gambling. Okay, so link down below. Use my promo code if you guys want to sign up with them today. But let's get into that first game. Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. That will be an official play, right? I gave you guys the under yesterday. We're going to go back to that. We are going to be taking the under, and if you've noticed, I don't really agree with the movement, okay? So unless something has changed drastically within what we're looking into within this pitching matchup that I'm not hearing, right? I know that they're probably going to be playing this game as a makeup, but I don't understand why this number has moved in terms of a total. I think the Cubs have had a little bit more rest, much needed rest for their bullpen. Unless Talion is not going to be starting, I'm kind of betting on him to have a good performance. That's kind of part of this handicap. But this is going to be one where I'm going to have a same game parlay. It's going to be one where I'm going to put 3/4 of a unit on this one. Okay, so it's going to be kind of a different way of going about it. Kind of risky, but it's going to be a 0.75 unit play. But to understand why I'm doing this is also kind of important, because I do like the Cubs a lot, but I'm not willing to lay this -160 price in this spot exactly. But I do think that this total has gone way too far out of control. I think it should be under 10. So I see some value in taking the Cubs alongside that total. All right, so that's what I'm going to be doing. It's kind of a hedge too against Talion in a way, but we're going to be taking a little alternate number within that total, 10.5 on FanDuel, coupled with the Cubs money line. That'll give us a plus 150 same game parlay approximately. And like I said, I put 3/4 of a unit on it. Just an angle I'm going to look to play. Try to smash that for a plus 150 in this contest. So that'll be my first official play. Kind of a bet against AJ Puck. The Cubs are very good against left-handed hitters. I know that, but something more so we get into the likes of when you talk about teams against lefties. This is just a stat I'll pull up for you guys. This is going to be a common trend that I've been using for these picks today. You can see right here on your screen. Let me get this advertisement off. The Cubs are number one this season against left-handed pitchers, right, with an OPS. So that's something you can look at. Look at StatMuse. I use that for a lot of my data research as well. Okay, but let's get back into the picks and the next play that we'll be making. The Angels and the Reds, no official play. There's no starter yet for the Redlegs, so I'm going to be laying off this one as well. Tyler Anderson, a very good pitcher thus far throughout this 2024 campaign. I'm just not looking to get on this one, okay? There's better bets out there. We got 15 games to go over, so we're going to kind of skip over the ones that kind of just cross off the list, if you will, all right? Red Sox, Pirates. This is one where Brian Bayo, something where great young pitcher, big fan of his, 19 Ks on the year, so always a fan of Bayo props, Bello, whatever you want to call him, over within his K prop. That's an angle that I always look to get into, but the Pirates have no pitcher that's been announced yet as well. So without that being said, I can't really make a play on that, but I would lean towards Bello props. Within those strikeouts being over, that would be a lean. Also, the Red Sox are struggling right now to score runs. Okay, so if you want to look at that from that metric, that's something where I would favor the over in this game. Just me personally, especially if the Pirates kind of staff this one, or they roll out a farm leg. It doesn't really matter. But I would lean towards taking that over 8 in this contest. That's kind of a lean, as well as the Bello strikeouts, okay? But no official play. Astros, Nationals, next game up. That's something where we look into the return of Justin Verlander. So very interesting matchup. Nationals 8-10 on the season. I think the Astros have eclipsed and taken home the award for the most disappointing start for 2024. And until they really get their offense moving, right, I can't keep up with these lines. I know they're playing Nationals, but minus 160 for an Astros team that Verlander's making his first appearance. This is just not a price that I'm willing to get behind, okay? There's something where you could get behind the likes of possibly going under Justin Verlander's outs, all right, fading the first time, right, fading the big news. That's a strategy you could deploy. I'm just not going to bet this game, period. Mackenzie Gore, conversely, for the Nats, a very strong arm, 23 Ks on the year. I do like the Nationals in terms of his strikeout potential, and do not be scared of that under 9. That is something where, like I said, we could see Verlander have a blow-up. We could see this be a close 3-2 game, 2-1 game. All those are on the table. I just want to see Verlander come out with his first outing, see where he's at before I put any of my hard-earned money back on the Astros. Okay, so no official play in that game as well. All right, next one up is the Rays and the Yankees. This almost made the card. Okay, this almost made the betting card. I like the Yankees at a price of minus 150. Big fan of Clark Schmidt this year. He's won and cashed a lot of tickets for me. Conversely, Tyler Alexander, almost a 7 ERA. I think it's something where the Yankees, we can go back into this as well, facing a lefty. They are about middle of the pack, 727 OPS against lefties this year. Okay, but I don't really like it as much as some of the other bets on my card. But if I had to add the Yankees money line minus 150, I'm not opposed to it. Like I said, it was very close to making my card. I do think they get the job done at home against the Rays. Okay, next game up is the A's and the Guards, right? The Oakland Athletics have been probably one of my darling teams of this betting season within the 2024 campaign, and it's one where I think that actually they opened the season against the Guardians, and the Guardians swept them. All right. So whether Cleveland has their number or not, that's something out of my control. I'm not going to focus on that. But we got Joe Boyle going against Tristan McKenzie. I think this might be a sell spot on McKenzie. not a get-right spot. His strikeout numbers are down, three outings thus far, 6.23 ERA. I just don't understand what is going on with McKenzie. As an Indians fan, it's been kind of baffling, especially with the likes of Shane Bieber out for the season. If you follow baseball, if you guys are Indians fans, their front ownership is actually atrocious, and it's something that we could talk. I can make a whole YouTube video going over that, but I'll save you guys the bitter trouble of doing that. So, but for lack of better words, the Guardians 13-6 on the season, and I think a better story is the Athletics are 8-11. Very, very surprising. Okay, so I do potentially see this being a lot of runs. I think the over 8 has an advantage, and I also like the fact of taking the Athletics plus 1.5 on the run line at a price of minus 135. Those would be two leans. I'm not going to play it. I'm going to kind of leave this one off the card. A little bit of bias, if you will. I have a very easy time separating emotion from from betting. Trust me, 100% do. Especially during football season, you guys will get a full full sense of that one. But within this game, I just can't do it. I think the Athletics are going to win the game, but I could also see McKenzie having a kind of a breakout star performance. Excuse me, in this matchup. So no official play for this first game at 7:10. That'll be first pitch out there in Cleveland. Okay. Next game is the Rangers and Braves. Okay, this is a game that I want to share with you guys that just like the likes of the of the Yankees game, this is one that I really would like to play as well. Just not going to play every game on the card. This goes back into the OPS that we're going to look at with left-handed hitting. Right, look at the Atlanta Braves 766 OPS, and what are they doing right now? Well, here it is. They're going against Andrew Heaney, 6.7 ERA, 0-2 on the season, and we have Chris Sale on the bump for the Braves. So this is a very fascinating matchup. I do like the over 9.5 in this contest, as well as just the fact that I think the Braves are going to win this game, but I do like the over 9.5 more so than anything. We're waiting for the Braves offense to kick in. We know it's going to happen. It has to happen, right? Right? But that's something where we look in this game. I do think and believe there will be 10 runs. Getting home 6-5, 5-5 extra innings, or just a lopsided decision by the likes of 7-3 or something along those lines. Next game up is the Baltimore Orioles and Kansas City Royals. This will be an official play. All right, we're going to be locking in the over 8.5 at a price of minus 115. I know this number is moving. It's moving pretty fastly, actually. But this is where both teams thrive against right-handed pitchers. I love both of these offensive lineups. I look for a little bit of a smash mouth game, a lot of hard batted balls. I think that metric's going to be on fire today in terms of deeper analytics. I think both of these clubs have the potential to score 4+ runs. If you guys want to get at team totals instead of betting a side, that's another avenue you can take. But I do like the likes of taking the over 8.5 runs, where I think that there'll be definitely 9 runs in this game. 4-4 with the likes of extra innings. That's a potential. That gets us home. I'm sure you can find Baltimore team totals at around 4.5 at a good price. So if you do like Baltimore, it kind of correlates with the over. You could just take Baltimore over team runs. But for me, there is always potential for like a blowout, like a 7-3, 9-3, 8-2, something like that. So let's just not screw around. Let's take the over 8.5 in this game as an official play. All right. Next game out is the Tigers Minnesota Twins. Joe Ryan going against Dak Flaherty. No official play in this contest. All right. Tigers going on the road after their defeat yesterday against that homestand against the Texas Rangers. I'm not going to be playing this game. All right, Joe Ryan, outstanding on the year. This is kind of why you're seeing a lower total. And this is kind of a lower price on the Twins. I wouldn't mind taking the Twins at a minus 138 price with Ryan on the mound. But I am not going to back this game, so no play for me in this contest. All right, next play up is one going to be that's going to make our card. This is the Milwaukee Brewers taking the Brew Crew on the road, minus 120. All right, that's what we're going to be doing here, going against the St. Louis Cardinals. Freddie Peralta, outstanding pitcher, huge K rate for this pitcher, 2.55 ERA, going on the road. facing Kyle Gibson. I think the Milwaukee Brewers are going to light him up. I am not in agreement with this line. I think this would be a lot deeper. I don't understand why it's minus 120. Maybe it's something with a home field advantage with the Cardinals. Who knows? Also, if you want to get into a little bit more riskier play, plus 142 on the Brewers money line, Brewers run line, minus 1.5 is something very, very enticing in terms of value. Okay, so not opposed to taking a half unit on that, just to go alongside with just a full unit on that money line within the Brewers. But I do think Freddie Peralta, strong enough arm to get it done against the Cardinals and that offense within St. Louis. So that'll be an official play for me. Okay. Next one out there is the Mariners-Rockies. No play for me in this contest. Emerson Hancock, great young arm, going against Dakota Hudson, 0-3 on the year, 4.15 ERA. Looking at this matchup, I think there's going to be a lot of runs. Emerson Hancock has a lot of potential, but he's struggled thus far in keeping the ball in the ballpark, as well as just, not giving up the run. And that's something where the Rockies at home, very advantageous. A lot of times it's a very tough ballpark to pitch in. That's where you can look for the Rockies in a lot of spots where you can get them on a plus price at home, even sometimes on that run line. But even in this one, we're getting them at minus 128, plus 1.5. That's where I would lean and towards the over in this matchup, but no official play. Blue Jays, Padres, full disclosure, did not really look in this game too much. But not going to play one side or the other. This is something where I believe not just the total, but the side is going to be a coin flip. Pitching matchups pretty much even. Would lend towards the Blue Jays, but I like the way that the Padres are swinging the bat right now. So no real handicap, no edge. So this one's going to be crossed off my list. I didn't not even reach my card in terms of doing research, so no official play for this one. Okay, we're going to skip ahead a little bit and go to the Diamondbacks, San Francisco Giants. Because we will have an official play on that Mets-Dodgers game just to wrap up the show. But we will not be playing the Diamondbacks-Giants. Blake Snell hosting Jordan Montgomery. This is going to be a great pitching matchup. By all accounts, though, Blake Snell has been an underperforming asset for the Giants thus far. All right, 0-2, almost a 13 ERA. I would probably lean towards taking the Diamondbacks at a plus 118 price. Though that is some value in my book. Jordan Montgomery, not really having that data yet, but that's where we can find the Diamondbacks waiting to break out at a plus price on the road going against a pitcher that is giving up some runs. So that's one where I would lean towards taking the Diamondbacks, but no official play for me in this contest, okay? And then that last game on the card, the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, we're going to be going back to the Old Faithful, okay? Full disclosure, I like Mookie Betts in this game. I think he's going to break out. I think it's enough of a primetime spot. The New York Mets have been the hottest team after starting off that abysmal start, but this is one where, we have the likes of Sean Manaea and Yamamoto, two pitchers that are very much under the spotlight. Manaea, an outstanding lefty, but we look at this Dodgers club. At home, Yamamoto, we'll see how deep he goes into this game, but we're going back to Old Faithful. We're going to take the over 5.5 Ks. I think that the market has wised up. It's very hard to find 4.5s out there. If you do, make sure you find them very early, but we're going to be taking the Yamamoto over 5.5 Ks. Minus 120 is the best number I found out there at FanDuel. That'll be one of my official plays. So that's what we'll be having in this contest. And like I said, if you want to get into the likes of some same-game action, Mookie Betts, I think he's going to break out. He's been struggling as of late, but I would lean towards a lot of Mookie Betts props in that matchup as well. But no official play on the side or the total, okay? So just to recap, let's go down the official list. This is where we're looking into the Cubs money line coupled with the under 10.5 runs. That'll be a 3/4 unit play for a plus 150 price in the same game parlay. Kansas City, Baltimore over 8.5 minus 115. Yamamoto over the 5.5 Ks and the Brew Crew minus 120 on the money line. Those will be my official plays. I also gave you guys some very strong leans. If we look back at the cards, okay, right, that's one where I would lend very heavily to the over in the Rangers-Braves game, the Yankees on the money line, and I think there was one more out there that I really liked that I just barely missed the card. I believe it might have been the Diamondbacks on the money line or the Rockies plus 1.5 on the run line. One of those two games, I can't remember which one, but nonetheless, I won't be betting them. I just wanted to give you guys some of my stronger leans. But the ones you see up there on that yellow screen, those will be my official plays, the ones that I'm actually betting on today's card. Also, that's one we're going to be looking into the weekend. A lot of great activity within basketball. NBA's getting really in full force. Playoffs, hockey, NBA, a lot of good things happening within the sports world. Make sure you guys all subscribe down below. Smash that like button as well. Looking forward to doing a lot of videos here this weekend. Like I said, I'm on the road, so I apologize for the sound quality. Let me know if you guys have any feedback. I want to know how it sounds on your guys' end. I don't have my microphone. I'm using my laptop speakers, but my voice is better. So I can't win everything, but that's kind of where we're back at it and having some success. So that's what I got, guys. Remember to check out OddsJam, links down below. Also, if you want to get back to the channel memberships are available and live. That should be something where you can find a link down below as well on your YouTube page while you're watching these videos. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys all in the next video, and go cash some tickets. Cheers.